All right, guys. So the circus is continuing with Trump and this current administration's just complete lack of shame when it comes to trying to cover up the fact that Trump is very likely in the Epstein files. I mean, again, I don't want to say likely or I hate using probabilistic language here because it seems like I'm just giving a level of charitability to this administration that they don't deserve given what they've done so far. So as I said in a previous video, Todd Blanche, who is the Deputy Attorney General, had met with Ghislaine Maxwell and spoke with her for 9 hours. And at the time, we didn't really know what was said. The only real thing that we knew was that Maxwell had left that conversation back to her cell with a strange white box. We're not too sure what was in that. But now we have a report from ABC News in which Maxwell had allegedly said that Trump never did anything concerning around her, effectively exonerating Trump. And shortly after that, she was moved to a minimum security all-female prison, which is completely unprecedented given that this is not something that you would do with actual sex offenders. Keep in mind, a lot of people forget that Ghislaine Maxwell wasn't just accused of helping Epstein traffic young underage women. She was actually accused of being a rapist. And so for her to be moved to this, to this all-female minimum security prison is insane. And the fact that it happened shortly after this conversation between her and Todd Blanche, in which she says, and basically exonerates Trump, says that, Trump never did anything suspicious around me. Well, then this can only look insanely suspicious. First of all, just in general, she should not be moving here. Why is she moving here? She's a disgusting subhuman filth. She should not be going to a minimum security all-female prison. Like, this just in and of itself is ridiculous. In order for this to happen, you would need like a special waiver because something like this is unprecedented. It's not normal. Like, you can't go to a minimum security all-female prison if you're a convicted sex offender. But you would need a special waiver or something, right? This is a very unique situation and a very suspicious looking situation, only made even more suspicious by the fact that when Trump was asked about this, he pretended like Trump always does this thing where he pretends like he doesn't know what's being asked of him because it's a way for him to dodge any hard questions. So he says, "Oh, I didn't know that Ghislaine moved over to a different prison cell. I know what you guys know." But from what I hear, it's pretty common, which of course is like a complete lie. Like, they are hiding this in plain sight. It's almost like they're taunting everyone. Like, yeah, look how suspicious and guilty Trump looks, and look how little you can do about it. There's nothing you can do about it. What are you going to do? And what's crazy is that apparently, I just found out about this, apparently there was a poll conducted asking Republicans whether or not they would still vote for Trump, even if he's implicated in Epstein's crimes. And the survey found that 47% of them said that they would still vote for Donald Trump. Yeah, so they would still vote for Donald Trump. Donald Trump, the person who was asked about whether or not he would pardon Diddy, and his answer wasn't a resounding no. His answer was revolving around the fact that Diddy had said mean things to Trump in the past, and so it's hard for him to get over that. So Trump's main concern isn't the level of abuse that was given by Diddy, but rather it's the fact that Diddy had said some mean things about Trump in the past. I mean, we are talking about the guy who Epstein said was his best friend for 10 years, and the guy who said some really creepy and gross things about a 17-year-old in a recently resurfaced clip. So while every normally functioning human being would look at this and go, "Ill, disgusting, I would never want to have this guy anywhere near the auspices of the White House," apparently 47% of Republicans are like, you know what, screw it. As much as I hate young children getting molested and young children getting trafficked and gross, ugly, uncomfortable comments being made about minors, hey, at least Trump isn't asking us to put down our pronouns on a piece of paper, right? It's just like ridiculous. This is the definition of like, you want to talk about evil? This is what evil looks like right here. That's evil. Are you kidding me? Given what we know now, the second that you support this, you have lost all moral leverage in any debate or conversation that you have with anybody. I mean, you cannot in one sentence complain about the moral backwardness of the woke left while simultaneously defending someone who is implicated in the Epstein files. There's just no moral weight to any of your arguments the second that you do that. I mean, it's just disgusting what they're getting away with. Can you imagine if Joe Biden had done 2% of the stuff that Trump has done regarding the Epstein case? I don't even want to think about the crazy unhinged stuff that MAGA would do if they found out that Joe Biden had done 2% of this. But because they have this like weird like parasocial relationship and idealistic view of Trump, it's just, he can do anything. He can literally do anything, and he will be exonerated by his fan base. So 47%, I mean, that's horrifying. I don't know what to say about that other than just cry for humanity, I guess.